we have a guest today. This is Jared.
Hello.
And of course, Dave and Ginny, you see us every week, but we're going to talk about deepfakes. But first, I'm going to let Jared introduce himself to you so you know who he is.
Well, I'm Jared Johnson. I'm a senior network technician here at DS Tech, which means that we get to tackle some of the harder problems that come down the pipeline, or sometimes work on projects for bigger clients.
Yeah.
He's one of the smart ones.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Sometimes.
Definitely.
All of our techs are smart.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, we have good people. So what is a deep fake? Have you ever heard of a deep fake?
Not till today.
Not till today, me either. Well, I mean, I read the article last week and I was like, this is creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy.
The actual, what it's doing has been around for a long, this is just kind of a new name for it. And they're going about it a little differently too. But, there's nothing new under the sun, certainly in our world. So it's just another thing to be worried about.
Here's something we were talking before we came on live, but here's something you just brought up. The word deepfake came from a subreddit, I guess.
Of course.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
In case you wanted to know.
Yeah. I wonder how many of our social phrases are coming from these abstract websites now, just words.
Yeah. Driving our society.
Yeah.
No, it does. Everything my kids do, I'm like, what are you talking about? And they go, oh, Mom, it's a meme. And I'll be like, oh, okay. So yeah, a lot of stuff comes from, it always has.
Right.
It came from movies and movie stars back in the day. And now it's just internet stuff, right?
Reddit pop culture.
Right. There you go. So what is a deep fake?
Well,
oh, wait.
who are we asking?
I forgot. I got to tell you to get on our newsletter because we share stuff like this all the time. And we tell you how to be more productive and avoid nasty stuff that can happen. So
Be secure.
Okay. Now you can tell me what a deep fake is.
Well, a deep fake. So concern in security has always been impersonation, right? I want, whether it's the president of a company sending a fake email to HR saying, please please pay this bill urgently, $5,000. Here's the account number. Please do it now. And then the HR person, it wouldn't usually be HR, but someone in a role like that, oh, I need to take care of this right now. They transfer the money. Like it happens, there's billions of dollars of revenue lost and exposed because
every day.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's every day because of impersonation, right? So deep fake originally comes out of probably some innocent fun, I would say. People trying to put out TikTok videos or YouTube videos of here's this new technology where you can analyze Jared's face and transfer it over to Dave's face. And if he can learn some of my body mechanics and my movements and mannerisms, suddenly he can act like me. But now the concern is let's kick it up a notch. What if I can do a Skype call and you look like me? So now the company is calling, management's calling you and it looks just like the person.
Yeah.
And now we're beginning to deepfake audio. So what if they're leaving you a voicemail saying, hey, Dave, I really need you to leave the back door unlocked tonight. Can you take care of that for me?
Jared said to do it.
Yeah, Jared said to do it. I even have the voicemail.
It's on video.
Yeah.
He left me a video chat.
Yeah. So it becomes, it's another level of impersonation. So we talk often in technology is trust, but verify.
Yeah.
And it used to be, if I got an email from somebody that I was like, that's a little sketchy, I could call them and say, hey, what is this? Is this actually legitimate or should I be concerned? Well, now is it possible that I'll get someone else with a different audio? So just another level of we have to investigate further, right?
And it's been called a con game forever because it's short for confidence.
Yep.
So I'm pretty confident that Jared told me to leave the back door open, so I'm going to do it.
Right.
And so
when in doubt, don't do it and trust no one.
Yeah, trust no one. Zero trust. It comes down to having procedures, right?
Yeah.
There is never any reason. Well, they need to have so as a business, you need to have established procedures. Mm-hmm. They can't just be, well, sometimes the boss calls me and has me do it. And other times he submits an email. It needs to be, nope,
this is the process.
This is how we do it. And it needs to have some level of where it's harder to intercept, where it isn't just an email. Maybe it's a form or something like that. Just
A face-to-face meeting.
yeah, face-to-face meeting, or if it's over X amount of dollars that it needs to have a more strict policy in place.
Right.
But yeah, it's good fun, but it's definitely taken to the next step.
The good fun part to get away from the seriousness,
Mhm.
just a little entertainment value. But I found a video. It was Nicolas Cage.
Mhm.
So if you search for it, I can't remember the name of it. I think it's just if you do Nicolas Cage deepfake. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
not Nicolas Cage,
Yeah,
but it looks like him.
I've seen there's a actor on, I think it's on TikTok, that impersonates Tom Cruise. Like he has the voice and kind of the mannerism spot on. And
There's
then,
one that's Elvis.
Mhm.
I'm like, it's him.
Yep, it is.
Elvis is alive.
It is. Yep.
I'm just saying, holy crap.
Well, and they
This-
can always do like they have for singers, they can sweeten your voice or what auto tune, whatever.
Yep.
I mean, change your voice a little bit. So if you're close, and they can tweak it a little bit, make you sound like anybody, I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy. There was an Obama one too. So if you look for those, you'll see how these things can look and sound so real.
Mm-hmm.
So real. So all that's fun, but there has been some stories of where this has caused some real harm to
Yep.
people.
Yep.
Some of it's really nasty because when I did a little digging, I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, if you take, we're talking about impersonation of security, but what about impersonation of news, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now I can no longer trust any video content I see. So
Is it
or any, is it
really?
real?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it really that person? We
You
don't know.
Is the audio interview, it's like,
Especially the little video clips.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
The little sound bites.
And what's interesting, I remember back in the day where you trusted the news implicitly, Walter Cronkite.
Yep.
Whatever.
That's
And
what I
then-
was thinking.
And then,
Walter Cronkite was the trusted face, the
Yes.
trusted voice.
but
I'm
then
like,
it got
you just-
to be where like newspaper and TV, they faked articles or they faked stories. And all it takes is that little seed of doubt
Mm-hmm.
from one person, and then it just,
Oh, but you know what? The deepfakes, it goes further back in time. So
even before my day.
maybe Walter Cronkite wasn't real. So I had a story. It was really interesting to me. But Abraham Lincoln, when he was running for president, he had, it wasn't called Photoshop. I have no idea what it was called back then. But literally took his head and put it on a more muscular body to make him look stronger because
More
he was
robust.
such a skinny, weak-looking man. They wanted him to look stronger.
Yeah.
So, and he actually claims, it's quoted that this person got him the presidency just by changing his image. So it's been,
Yeah, we've been manipulated for a long time.
we have,
It's old forever.
oh man. So this is creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the bottom line, like Jared said, as a business, make sure you have
Right.
processes and systems in
Yep.
place
Yep.
and that your employees know those processes and systems.
Right.
And this sounds like horrible and unstoppable, and how can you defeat it? But we just discussed before that most of these aren't trying to get you to download anything malicious, and that's where your antivirus, your next generation antivirus that we provide our customers, would catch anything malicious from executing on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more, hopefully, and just more social engineering, trying to get you to click on something or just I don't know how would you put it.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's data, either data exposure or trying to get money out of you, but
Yeah.
there's no reason why that link or that action could be a payload virus.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely would recommend, human beings and social engineering are the weak link, but step 2 has to be that barrier of a strong security technology such as next gen antivirus.
And in a corporate environment of
Well, and
always verifying, trusting, and
Mm-hmm.
even as the hackers get smarter and smarter, our AI and tools get smarter and smarter too. So,
Yep,
it
right.
means constantly growing.
Right.
Learning,
Security isn't a destination, it's a journey.
for sure. Hey, that's a good quote to end on.
Yeah.
And we'll
All right.
continue our journey here.
We will.
Week.
Yes. Next week we're going to dive a little bit more into audio deepfake, and I don't know, I guess how you can recognize it and what you can do to avoid getting phished by it, right? So come next week. We're going to have a new special guest. It's going to be fun. So make sure you sign up for our newsletter, and any questions send to security@dstech.net.
Yeah.
Make it
Sounds
a great
good.
day.